Hello, love.
Hi.
How's
Well,
everybody doing?
darling.
Great. How are you?
Sorry, it got a little heated there, but I'm good. I'm
It's
great. How
okay. I understand because while you guys was talking, I was pulling up. Uh, According to the BBC, ICE's the title of this article is actually "What is ICE and what powers does its agents have to use force?" And I was pulling that up for. I wanted to try to send it to you if you wanted to put it up, but they foul regardless. I don't care what their what they perceive their duties to be. How they enforce it is another story. They use excessive force to the hilt. It's not cool. Not cool at all.
They're fucking terrorists.
They are, but how do you expect for them to get somebody that they want deported because they are Homeland Security and federal agents? So how do you expect them to get somebody who is not willing to leave their vehicle out of the car? Not by gun force. I'm not agreeing to that at all. But I'm asking, how do you expect them to do it?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, please.
Um, First of all, they what was the reason for her getting out of the car? Why did they want her out of the car in the first place?
I
She's an American
Um,
mean,
citizen.
nine times out
look,
of ten. Oh,
they
you
were
still
not
talking?
looking for her. She was not the target. Neither was her
Oh
wife.
no.
No, she was
Oh, they
not
had
the
the wrong
target.
people.
She's an
This was
American citizen.
this was a white woman. They wasn't looking for no white people. These were neighbors that were basically upset that they were in their neighborhood in the first place.
You Whitney.
Oh, this is the story. See, I didn't know the story. Oh,
These are people that are pretty much through with all this excessive force and how they're behaving themselves, going into people's houses, taking folks out of their beds in front of their kids. They're going into the schools, snatching
Mhm.
up kids in school. They doing some real reprehensible bullshit, and people
well,
are sick of it.
Can I
I'm
pause you
sorry.
for 1 second?
Welcome,
mhm.
So,
Conrad.
to Sammy's point, she's trying. You're trying to, let us know that ICE is a federal entity. They are law enforcement, whatever, whatever. But let's put it into perspective. The Nazis were federal. They were federal entities. They were law enforcement. But what were they doing? What were they doing? Was that correct? It wasn't. ICE is equivalent to
Mm.
the Gestapo. That's all I have to say.
Exactly. Exactly. This particular, whatever you want to call these people, whether they're law enforcement or not, federal agents, whatever they are, they're the most un-American behaving group of people representing this country that were put in place by the president himself. Trust me, Congress did not put them in power. Executive order was signed by Trump. This is Trump's Gestapo. That's what it all boils down to.
Yep.
This is how Trump wants to run the country. And basically he's a wannabe dictator just like Putin and the rest of these crazy people in these other countries that run by a steel hand on the people. But America is supposed to be different. And we're running right in line with, you know, Putin. He's how long has he been in power?
Forever.
Do they even have elections for him anymore? I mean, for real. Talking about rigged elections and stuff like that. So America is pissed, but there's a lot of people out here that feel that ICE was right, and I'm not understanding that. I don't understand where the humanity is in all this. How they could fix themselves to even take a life so quickly and then turn around and call a woman a bitch. I don't
That's
understand that.
because the fear of the browning of this country. Those are the people who are with everything Trump is doing. They don't
Hmm.
care about no policies. They don't care about shit. Okay, it's really about the browning of this country. When he slid his ass down that escalator and said Mexicans are murderers and
Yep.
rapists and all that, they were so they didn't give a fuck about nothing else. He could have grabbed their wives, their kids by the put. They don't give a fuck. It's about
Right.
that wall. Okay, the first election,
Yep.
and now it's about this. They don't care about shit else. And they don't care that she's a white woman. She's fighting for people. She's on the right side of history, so they don't care that she lost her life.
So they killed her and then called her a bitch?
That's
Yeah, the
that's
officer called her effing bitch.
is doing.
Oh, wow.
She's raised over $1 million on GoFundMe. Her poor family.
Well, and
Wow.
I believe, because now this isn't a black issue. So of course this happened to a white woman, and so naturally white folks is gonna come out screaming.
But it
Okay,
has happened to black people as
it
well.
happens it
It
happens
happens
to
to a lot
black
of
people more.
the time too. When in these type of protests, you remember when they were in Virginia when the
No, that's not a correct, Danny.
I forget her name. She was killed by one of those guys. I remember that.
I'll go over what they're reporting, why they were there, because that's not true. I read it a couple of times about the operation that they were there for.
Yeah, I'm still not understanding
It doesn't
that,
matter
what
what
the
they were
reason
there
was.
for. Look how they handle things, and not just that situation all around the country.
And then wouldn't allow a doctor to assist her.
All the fucking time, girl. That's why they not allowed in the schools and all that shit here. We ain't fucking around with
True pace. Yes, I agree. What was the supposed traffic infraction exactly? And that also would be crossing jurisdiction because they're not there for traffic control. They're not there for that. Isn't their jurisdiction. So
Right.
yes, I agree with these things. I do, but I don't think we need to overlook the constant action of law enforcement using excessive force when they are not being threatened.
And this is law enforcement 2.0, because they're not law enforcement under the umbrella of your average police
State or
force.
local, right?
This is a
Right.
federal agent.
And they have
agency.
specific duties. They're here for a specific job.
Right.
So I don't understand either. Now that I'm getting parts of the story, but at the same time, I also didn't vote for this fool that is in office. I didn't vote for him, and a lot of folks did. And the
Sammy,
fact that he's getting all it.
Sammy, you a Trump voter, right?
Is she still one?
I voted for him. I was under the impression that he would be able to improve our economy.
How were you under that impression, Mr. Bankruptcy, who can't run shit, who fucking
Grab him by the coochie.
from airlines, from every motherfucker. Like how? I want to know. Please tell me.
Okay, like I said, when I watched the debate and I heard both parties like plan of action or the things that they were going to focus on fixing, in my opinion, his argument was better than the other party, so I voted for him. But that really don't have nothing to do with this current.
It has everything to do with that.
Yes, it does, Sammy.
No, I disagree.
Okay, why?
It's like being worried about the wrong thing.
This is what you voted for.
The issue is that
this is what you voted for. Do you know I was at the grocery store the other day?
But he didn't kill this woman.
I'm at a grocery store, Indiana girl, and I'm standing in self checkout, and I see.
So I'm supposed to hate myself because I voted
right?
for him?
I kept seeing these people have to put their shit back, right? So I'm nosy. I pay attention to every fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm
so
about to play the video.
Guy, right? And I'm like, why are they putting their shit? Everybody putting their shit back. He said, as of January 1st, people with food stamps can't buy nothing sugary, no juices, no snacks.
My thing is, how y'all know?
Hold on.
But how y'all know things would have been better?
Shit. They can't buy.
How do you know?
Girl, can I finish, please, Sammy? These people with food stamps cannot buy anything with sugar in it. Okay, people pack fucking lunches for their kids every fucking day for school. So they can't buy any juices or any fruit snacks, any fucking thing. They're literally telling them what the fuck to do. I didn't even know this. This was as of January 1st. People with food stamps cannot buy that shit. Everybody was putting their shit back. Like, what the fuck? Like,
they want to tell them how to spend the food stamps now.
The part of my fucking freedom, right? Right? Like, what the fuck is that? Every time I turn around, they snatching some shit away. Like, what the hell? They telling motherfuckers what to eat? And what's going to happen is all that shit is going to be sitting on them shit.
Voted for Kamala that
people with food stamps is who buy that type of shit the most. So I'm ready for the sales. Okay, I'm tired of spending $99 on motherfucking Ruffles, motherfucking chips. Okay, that's what's about to happen. That shit is about to be sitting on them shelves on sale because the people who buy that is usually with food stamps.
Thank you, Lennox. That should be wild to me. It's all good though.
What? No, nobody's saying it's Tammy's fault because of the way she voted, but she voted for this. That's just the truth.
I didn't vote for this. I didn't know this
you
was going to
voted for
happen.
Trump.
Just like you don't know, you don't know what would have happened
It was
under
just about
Kamala's
it was just
administration.
about the
That
economy.
don't mean she was.
He let everybody know what he was going to do.
A different type of hell that we would be facing under her. Who's to say that she was the better choice? Like I need.
We know that, Sammy.
The government
we know that
is crooked.
We know that,
Sammy. And all the faith that people put in it, I don't agree with it. They don't listen.
Sammy.
Okay.
Sammy.
Yeah, so we're not gonna make a big deal about who I
No, we're not making a big deal. We're just having a debate. We just having a debate.
I mean, he did say that he was going to get all of the immigrants that are not documented out of here.
He's executing his plan, Ridge. Exactly.
But Sammy, you voted for that plan.
This is what you voted for, then.
Okay.
You voted for that plan.
He told everybody what he was going to do. This is no. I'm not.
And he's aggressive.
Coming into the border was an issue for this country. It was.
It is. But the level of aggression that
why the reason why a lot of them countries are the fucking way it is right now.
Okay, but don't we tell people you can't tell us how to fight?
Girl, okay, but which means if lives are lost, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how you go about it.
Unfortunately,
this is a lawless president, a piece of fucking shit, and this is what you voted for. He told you exactly what he was going to do. Fuck what he said about the fucking economy.
Now we're not going to go that far that I voted for this to happen.
You did.
Okay, let's move on.
And own it. It's okay. It's a lot of people did. A lot of people. That's how he's in office.
I'm not carrying that burden on my shoulders.
I mean, but you got to just own it. Nobody's asking you. It's just the reality of the situation.
No, it's not.
If I would have voted for him, guess what? That means I signed up for it. It's like all those people who were crying.
I'm not anymore.
Well, I definitely don't think that Sammy wanted them people to lose their lives, but because of the person that she voted for and the policy behind what she stood behind when she voted for him, this man was aggressive then. He's even more aggressive now. He's power hungry. These are all the things. The economy is going to go in a different direction, but this motherfucker got this whole shit screwed up. At the same time, he's put in place with these executive orders to have the ICE come and do these things to get these illegal immigrants out of here, which, you signed up for that. Fine. You did not sign up for them to be killing these innocent people. I get that. That's what they're doing.
That is.
That's not an L.
Were you not listening to what he was saying? Were you not listening? Did you not see his last turn? What he did? Like we knew what he was going to do. And it's actually worse. So I'm not putting any. I'm not,
coming the bait and switch. That is possible.
You know what I mean? And I voted for Kamala, and whatever she would have done, guess what? That's what I voted for. However it would have came out, and I own it.
Fair enough. Okay, but
I mean, at the same time,
you gotta just be able to talk. You know what I mean? Talk about it. This is a title, and this is political.
I want us to have conversations like
and that's what we're doing.
Election, not after the fact, before the fact. I want to talk about the parties that are running and stuff in the future.
And let me say one thing. I'm sorry, Sammy. It's not just you. I blame everybody who voted for Trump. All the Trump voters. Everybody who voted for that motherfucker. This is what they voted for.
No, but it's like I'm the I guess the face of the Trump voters because I let it be known that
on this panel.
On this panel. And a lot of people were saying, everybody that voted for Obama was voting to abolish men and women and how we were trying to slow down the process of
that part,
because of the gay marriage. They're trying to wipe out the black man and slow down the amount of people that black people are producing because of the homosexuality, when it wasn't even about that. But people would blame Obama or the people that voted for Obama for thinking like that.
And
And
you
it
see,
doesn't mean it's
everybody
true.
gonna get blamed by the other side, no matter what. That's how it's been
Mhm.
in the motherfucking time. Bloods and Crips, okay? There, everybody gonna get blamed.
Yeah.
So yes,
Procreation is the word I was looking for. My bad.
Can I say one thing? Trump,
Sure.
Kamala, who I don't trust none of them, to be truthful about it. But when it comes down to this last election, it was a matter of the lesser of two evils. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
People vote. If you're gonna vote, you basically vote what you feel you would be beneficial to you. But unfortunately, people don't always know all the information that they need to know about each
they need to not
To
vote.
make an
each
informed
candidate.
decision. Right.
You
Right.
know.
And that's what I'm asking for. The next time the elections come up, let's start having these conversations and talking about both parties,
I agree.
what they're saying they represent, what changes they are. Let's do that instead of after the fact. Well, who did you vote for? Oh,
Well, that
that's it.
matters.
You voted for. You know what I'm saying? So
That
let's do
matters.
that. I really
You got to
want
have that conversation who you voted for, because next time you
Yeah,
don't make the
but
same
we
mistake.
didn't.
Next time you don't make the same mistake.
Exactly. I'm willing to do that. I would love to do that. Um, so yeah, let's take a look at the video real quick. Um, Something we played last night, Auntie Mickey had a copyright on it. I don't know if you had got that, but
Yeah, I saw that. It was some
it was
small,
only a
very
small.
small.
Yep, it was a
Yeah,
small
I
snippet.
just
Yeah,
got rid of it. I got rid of it.
exactly. But yeah, let's get this pulled up real quick, y'all. And this is just a healthy. I'm not upset. I'm not at all. But I just hate that it gets to that. But I
Did you
understand.
ever hear about the Central Park Five?
I
Sammy?
did. I did
So did you ever
understand.
know about what he did to them?
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
Oh, okay.
Um, right. Yeah.
Mm.
But
He,
we have a lot of
he funded
cases.
that shit.
But we have a lot
Yeah,
of
add out
cases of.
the-
So we have a lot of cases of numerous unarmed people have been unalived by law enforcement in the U.S. over the years. Give me 1 second.
Mm.
Yeah, he funded that. All them black innocent men didn't do nothing to come to find out. Man,
got ads out in the paper. He was hell bent on that shit. Okay.
Hot mess.
Yeah.
grab him by the coochie.
That's just a
Okay.
little. It's so much more. Everybody know how that motherfucker get down.
I just
Yeah.
didn't feel he was qualified to
And
be a president to begin with. He was not a qualified
Yeah.
politician to begin with.
He's
and
a
So,
reality
Auntie
star.
Nikki, what got
I'm
what
hoping.
got him was Mexicans are, what he said about them. And they were sold, period. They tired of this country and they kicking and screaming on their way out, turning brown. You know what I
Right.
mean? Kids 5 and under are already a minority, white kids. Like
So like
so much changed under Obama, just like some of the stuff what Rich was
yeah.
saying. So much
well,
shit.
But
Black
I
here's the
think
sad
lives
I
part
think
about it.
we
feel like this country is being taken the fuck away from them. He's a great white hope, okay?
no, it's not.
He's their
You know what?
he's a great
Here's the
white hope now.
here's the kicker. See, they're talking a lot about Trump right now, but do you realize that Obama had more people taken out of this country during his tenure here than
Yeah.
any other
What
president?
I
But
heard.
did he have to do all this? No. It didn't have to go down like what happened with
I
this
voted for
woman.
Biden last term. So, I try to give both parties, like I don't claim no party. I just vote for who I
Right.
think. And that's how I voted for Biden last year. So what's the problem there? But anyway, I think we should focus on
Tell you what,
someone.
you're not happy with your vote. Is that why you feel so defensive?
I
Because
think we should
I want to
focus on a candidate that will help enforce policing practices, because I think that's what the foundation of the issue is the fact that law enforcement uses excessive force in situations where it's not threatening to their lives. So we've seen multiple national stories like Amadou Diallo, which occurred in 1999. Diallo was unarmed 23-year-old Ghanaian immigrant who was shot 19 times by four plainclothes New York Police Department officers in the Bronx who mistakenly believed he was a rape suspect reaching for a gun. There was
Mm,
Timothy Thomas in 2001. A 19-year-old was shot by an officer in Cincinnati after a foot pursuit over 14 nonviolent misdemeanor warrants. The officer claimed Thomas was reaching for a weapon, but an investigation showed he was pulling up his damn pants. Then we have Sean Bell, 2006. Bell was killed on his fucking wedding day.
mm,
When New York Police Department officers fired 50 rounds, excessive force for a
yep.
non-threatening black man that was in
That's
his
what Trump support that shit.
on his wedding day. Then we have Eric Gardner, 2014. Gardner died in New York City. So we done got what, 3 or 4 New York City situations. Michael Brown, it was like watching Set It Off on national news. Michael Brown, 2014, an unarmed 18-year-old. Brown was fatally shot by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri, a case that ignited widespread protests and drew national attention to police interactions with Black communities. John Crawford III, Tamir Rice, Walter Scott, Freddie Gray, Philando Castile, George Floyd, and now Renee Nicole Good. And I
This,
rest my case. Thank you very much.
the difference between all of those people and Renee is those other people were unalived by police officers. ICE is not police officers. They have different protocol.
Oh
That's
my,
the difference.
see,
Unfortunately, that's the difference. And this has been a problem in this country.
the
Excessive
federal
force has been a
government
problem in this country for decades, for generations for that
the
matter.
federal government lays them as labels them as law enforcement. I have to disagree. The federal agency is labeling that department as law enforcement. They are hired to enforce laws. They may not be US, they are US laws. They're US immigration laws. So the fact that people feel like they should not be saying nothing to US citizens is like wow to me. Why not?
No, no, no.
Well,
Nobody's saying they don't have the right. We're designating what type of law enforcement, if you want to put it in a category of law enforcement. This is a different designation than your average police officer or
mhm,
FBI agent, or you know what I'm saying. There's different
yeah.
designations. Either way it goes, it's fucked up. This is all fucked up. The way that this country takes enforcement of any kind, whether you police, it doesn't matter. If you packing a gun, excuse me, I'm sorry, if you packing a pow pow in this country with authority, people let that authority go to their head. And in these particular instances, with regard to these ICE agents, half of these ICE agents were the same people that stormed the Capitol.
Oh, now where did that come from? Where's the receipts on that?
I don't have receipts, but I've seen,
Okay.
different people that
God,
have
They
literally,
hired,
no, I've seen
hired,
people on the
hired
news.
I'm
anybody.
gonna try to stick to facts though. Like, let's not put
I
certain
got a question.
out there in the streets without so we know certain individuals that were arrested from that incident. Did anything come out in the news that they were ICE agents at
Who
any
said they had to be
Those
arrested?
are the type of people who are signing up to work for ICE, girl. What are you
Who said
talking
they had to
about?
be arrested? There were many people that stormed the Capitol that were not
Get arrested.
arrested.
Yeah. Majority didn't get arrested.
That doesn't mean that they didn't apply for these positions. I've seen different newscasts where they've interviewed people that stormed the Capitol and were considering joining up with ICE.
I want to welcome to the stage Marion. Hey Marion, welcome.
I had a question before Marion starts. Hi, Marion. Sorry.
Hello,
Um,
Mary.
my question was, Sammy, can you give the definition of the job of these federal agents?
I will
What is their job?
absolutely. I have it right. Give me one moment. I do have it up on one of these screens. Okay. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, is a federal law enforcement agent under the, I'm sorry, agency under the United States Department of Homeland Security. Its stated mission is to conduct criminal investigations, enforce immigration laws, preserve national security, and protect public safety.
Okay. Now, can I ask another question? Why was they pulling over this young lady and her wife and dog and kid if she's a legal citizen?
Well, we don't know if that's what they assume. So we watched a video last night that showed this woman pull up on that block and
Mm-hmm.
a passenger got out of her vehicle. She then backed up and reversed, and she kept her car in a sideways position. And apparently, these agencies, that's what we don't know. What occurred prior to the videos that are coming out now, we don't know those details. Now, what we do know is that over 2,000 federal agents, aka ICE, were deployed to Minneapolis, Minnesota for a large scale operation in which they were targeting fraud allegations of Somali daycare owners. Somali was the immigrant ethnicity that was the target of their operation. Apparently, I guess that's a large Somali community in Minneapolis, and there were allegations of fraud being committed for government assistance, like I'll pull that up, but that's according to Google. Okay, it was Google that I got that information
Do you
from.
think ICE should have been there to do that? Don't you know we got agencies for that?
Well, we actually found it suspicious that they were in a state like Minnesota instead of a state like maybe California or Texas, where there's actual border.
First of all, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you, Sammy. Wait.
Targets are Democratic states.
Do you support ICE?
What?
No, Sammy. I'm asking. Do you support ICE?
I support whatever law enforcement our country has to do whatever they got to do in our country.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't have.
What side of the media? What do you watch for news?
No, I don't think that's like.
No, I'm serious because that's a difference on what you're.
On me, what about everybody else? Like,
you're the only one that voted for this. That's why.
Oh my God, Marion, welcome. Welcome.
No,
to
I'm
Okay,
serious. I'm
first
trying
of all,
If you're gonna do these type of topics, you gotta be willing. You can't be so defensive.
well,
Like you don't even want. If somebody else was up here that voted for Trump, guess what? I would have the same energy for them. I'm just trying to figure out.
Can I read something real quick?
And I'm trying to see, do you see what they're doing for people?
Marion to address what she's saying.
luckily for you, I'm very unbiased because I watched all.
Marion?
Yeah, you sound far.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get off the earphones then.
Is that better?
Much better. Thank you, Roses of Red. Absolutely. Yes, go ahead, hon.
Luckily for you, I'm very into politics and I watch all the news stations. Fox, CNN, Al Jazeera, all of them, including independent media, Whatever news station you're watching, very much is relevant in this conversation because our news is highly filtered, and we witnessed with our own eyes. Propaganda is real, Sammy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see what's happening.
Like Trump didn't even watch 5 minutes of that movie. He said that woman viciously ran over that man,
Exactly.
Jonathan Ross, who's married to a Filipina woman from the Philippines, immigrant, and also has 12 incidences of excessive force on his record via Midas Touch Media, who got that from the Washington Post. So clearly, there's established pattern here. That woman was killed 100 yards out of her 100 yards from her own house. That was her neighborhood.
Correct.
Okay, she she was observing because there are people that go to training to be ice watchers to make sure that that no rights are being impeded on. There's a thing called due process. Even that doesn't only extend to U.S. citizens; it also extends to immigrants, no matter their status. Um, they have a right to an expedient trial, and they can't just they can't just stop random people without a warrant. So there are people that are out there that watch these things and be like, "Hey, like this is what you do, de-escalate, and inform them of their rights." They believe this is what Renee Good was doing. Um, ICE ICE to me is redundant. We already have Custom Borders and Patrol, uh, CBP, which is another law enforcement
Mm-hmm.
agency who does the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
ICE was a product of the Patriot Act after 9/11. It's only 23 years old.
I'm
So what? Huh?
sorry. I was
Go.
just going to say, I must agree with this comment right here because what else is coming out about Trump right now is the Epstein documents
It's a
and
distraction.
It's a
development. So I
distraction,
do
yeah.
agree
He's
that this
flooding the he's
and the
flooding the
fact
zone.
that we're feeding into the distraction when all of these other thousands of innocent people's lives were taken by law, like this isn't the first time this has been happening in history. So I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like we gotta really like focus on what's
But
It
no,
seems like you're
here's
trying
the
to use
thing.
those
Here's the
police,
thing.
those,
Here's the
those you're trying
thing.
to use the
Here, like,
police
listen. Here's the
incidents to
thing.
justify
No,
ICE. Is that what I'm hearing, Sammy? Are you trying to use all
Candy,
of those incidents you
Candy,
named? We know that's the history of this country. This is something
Candy,
totally
Candy.
different.
The
So
the
for y'all
issue,
to
the
use bringing
the
that up
real
to
issue
justify
here.
what ICE is doing, and
No,
that's not
listen,
okay.
listen, Candy. The real issue here is Renee Good, a a white woman, was killed by
Mm-hmm.
ICE, a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm.
That means we're all on the table for dinner.
Exactly.
What like if they're killing what if like they've proven themselves that it doesn't, because they normally white people don't really normally get touched by this because
Mm-hmm.
it's not that like systematic racism is real in this country. It's built upon that,
Mm-hmm.
you
Exactly.
know.
And
So
as far as I'm
so
concerned, they,
yes, we can walk and chew gum at the same time, but to me, the Epstein files seems more emergent. I mean, no, this issue seems more emergent because that means you could be walking down minding your own business or doing child things with your child. You may and they can walk up to you and like you don't look American. Who are you?
exactly.
And wrestle you up without any questions. No thing. No questions. No nothing. So that's the real problem here. The problem, like we say, call the police. I'm for law and order, but what Trump has been doing for the past 6 months is desensitizing us to military forces on American streets. The American military that's not its main focus. They have a whole rule called posse comitatus, which which prevents that. The United States military is not supposed to be used on American citizens. He's using ICE as his own personal military. I don't care if you're Somali, if you're white, or whatever. If you break the law, you break the law, and you should be and you should be properly it should be properly handled. But walk going in but the main thing is they was upset and agitated because they went earlier to a meat packing facility which is full of Somalis. But what they fail to realize is a lot of the Somali a lot of the Somali population in Minnesota are already U.S. citizens. When they come here, that's the first thing they do.
Yeah.
Like it's 90% of them are U.S. citizens. So like, and with the fraud thing, Governor Walz it was already being handled. It was like they were already doing their own investigations on that.
So
If you read
they
it,
were
so
inserting into something that wasn't their business in the first place.
it wasn't their business. It's not like Trump can't send the National Guard anymore because he's losing on that front. Judges are shutting that down. So he
Hmm.
has to find another way. ICE.
All right, we have a request to play Jesse Ventura by my supporter Empress Queen. So I have the video pulled up. So let's go ahead and take a trip over there and check out what Jesse Ventura had to say. I'm not sure, but it was a request by a supporter. So let's check out this clip. I'm sorry, hold on. I think I got the wrong. Okay, we're gonna share this one, fair use. Let me throw my banner up. Hold on one
Oh, I love
second.
that guy. He was
All right.
I love that
Let's
guy. He was
take a
talking some. I've already seen this one. This was a good one. He gave a really good message.
okay, let's see what Jesse Ventura has to say, guys. Fair use. And let's go.
That conversation, or what would you say? No, I'm just saying, as a graduate of Roosevelt
Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
High School, and as the former governor of Minnesota, I'm so proud of Roosevelt High School and how they stood up for what is supposed to be America and freedom. And freedom is not arresting people without warrants. We have a system here. It's called a Constitution. And we have a party, the Republicans, who don't seem to want to abide by the Constitution. January 6th is a prime example of that. And now they're all free and they're in charge. You know what? Maybe it's time for Jesse. I only did one term. I'm owed a second.
Mr. Ventura, can you remind us, you went to school here?
I went to school here. I'm a 1969
My bad, I didn't realize. So from what it sounds like is he's kind of co-signing that theory that the people from January 6th have something to do with this or something, from what I'm hearing. But again, that sounds like an opinion, and like I haven't heard those facts. Like
No, he was using the January Sixers as an analogy to illustrate my other point, to where there's a way, because what he's talking about was there was a ICE incident with kids at Roosevelt High School. They wanted to abduct some kids in the high school, and the teachers stood up and they started fighting the high schoolers. That's what he's talking about at Roosevelt High. So he was using January 6th as an example,
okay.
as the example to how the Constitution is being violated, and he was using January 6th like it was sedition. It was the pure definition of sedition, when you go against your own government.
Okay, let's hear some more of what he has to say.
Okay.
graduate of Minneapolis Roosevelt. I'm proud of them for what they did. They made me proud as an alumni. Go Teddies.
What are your thoughts? I know we're jumping in, probably doubling up on some of his questions, but what are some of your thoughts about what unfolded yesterday? And then after that, what you saw?
Well, I've told you already, we're a country of the Constitution. We have leadership now that has destroyed the Constitution. They don't follow it. They could care less about it. Am I right or wrong? I took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I view after January 6th, the Republican Party is a domestic enemy to our Constitution. I can't.
So, how do we feel about what he's saying?
I
I
agree with
mean,
him.
I agree with them. We witnessed January 6th with our own two eyes. They took a dump. A man took a whole dump on Nancy Pelosi's desk. They had a hanging noose for Mike Pence because they didn't want him to certify. They didn't want him to certify the votes for transfer of power for Trump. Trump wanted to stay in power. That is why January 6th happened. He incited it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, and then that's what I saw.
Yeah, people can be influential, and when they have influence over people and can say certain words to get people to act. So, do we hold those people accountable in those situations, or
Yes, we do, but because the Republicans have been doing a great job of stacking the courts, we have a primarily very conservative Supreme Court, and they pretty much gave Donald Trump immunity, so he can do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he wants to do, and that's what he's doing because he cannot be prosecuted because he's the government, because he's the president. So yes,
Absolutely.
I totally believe that he should have been prosecuted for those, but that's not the law. That's not how things played out. We all know that this justice system is very double sided. Sometimes sometimes people can go through the cracks and justice can be served, but not one set of rules doesn't necessarily mean the same for another set of for another set of people, i.e., institutional racism with Black Americans born in this country.
okay? Anybody else before we get back into the video?
No.
All
What's
right.
your opinion on this, Sammy? I'm intrigued.
That it would just be an opinion. Again, I don't think what he's saying is fact at all. And I mean,
So you don't believe January 6th happened?
how does me saying that say that?
But that's what you just said. You said it's an opinion. But
No,
an opinion. That's why I'm asking you to get clarification.
no, the situation absolutely happened. I didn't say that. Yeah,
No. That's why I'm asking you.
yeah. No, yeah, we're not disputing or debating that January 6th did not happen. It's the extra comments of like, that the same people that did those things are the ones that are ICE now, and that this is similar to the January 6th. Like I think it's two separate situations. I definitely think that things that Trump tweets and says sometimes do ignite rage and fear and different things. I do, he definitely has a way of shaking things up for sure. And I think that certain things that he says can influence certain supporters. And we see things like that happen often, like with cults and different, things like that we've seen over the years. So again,
I'd like to expound upon that. Like I'm a free speech absolutist. I may not like what Trump says, but he has a right to do it because this isn't China. I mean, this goes against all the principles this country was built upon. I mean, this country was built because people were escaping persecution from the British. They didn't like how the British were treating them, so they came over and settled here. But where we draw the line is when when bodily harm becomes a factor in the equation. So
now I would like to go around the panel and I would like to hear from each of you about what would you say January 6th was? And to give y'all clarity as to what I mean in that question, I'll go first. In my opinion, January 6th was a protest. It was an action of rage due to the fact that these people's leader to them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever strong influence Trump had over these people, they were outraged and upset that he did not win the election, and they protested against that's what it is in my opinion. So let's hear what everyone else thinks that January 6th was.
So, what is your definition of protest?
Well, protests can be peaceful or non-peaceful. Protests can it just depends on the individuals that participate in the protest. It depends on I mean, we've seen like Black Lives Matter
So a riot is a protest.
An insurrection.
Insurrection is a
Yeah, I
protest.
see people using that word as well. So yeah, I mean, I could be using. Okay, we have a couple of people backstage. Let me get caught
Okay.
up. Oh my goodness, my sis is joining the panel. Sis, make sure your camera is off, mic is off, and then you could turn your mic on when you're ready to speak. We also are adding Conrad and Alicia back to the panel.
Hey,
Sis,
Alicia.
your camera is on. You have to turn the camera off if you don't want to. Okay, there you go. Okay, so and I want to add to the stage as well my moderator, my sis, my very good friend Tati to the panel as well. Welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
welcome.
This is my
Hey.
this is my
Hey,
first time, so take it easy on me.
girl. We harmless.
We just having healthy conversation and debate, you guys, and hopefully we're all getting something out of this and not in our feelings or emotions. But let's go ahead
Right.
and continue.
Sammy, we're all adults here. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just letting the audience know as well. Absolutely. This is a healthy debate. Yeah.
I love debates.
Me too.
Did y'all have anything to add? Those of you that I just added up here. Tati, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, not yet. I'm just listening in, and
Okay. Okay.
so
The question on the table again was what was January 6th for you guys?
For me, January 6th was a coup, an insurrection, a an attempt to overthrow the Constitution and its powers and entities is what January 6th was. And I mean, by definition and by and it is fact based by that because they tried to stop the recertification of votes to put in the president at that particular time. He did not want to transfer power. So, and that's what a coup is basically going and trying to overthrow the government within.
Mhm.
And then you said you were going to kill your vice president. Sorry, I didn't mean to use that word.
oh
But
geez.
Okay. That's okay. 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 I think we're kind of along the same page. I don't disagree, not that I have to, but I can agree with that.
I think the important thing to note as well is that this was just not a group of people that decided to come together on their own. He incited these people. They moved because he moved. This
Words.
is something that he instigated. They followed his lead.
Well, they were influenced by his words.
That's what she just said.
Oh, okay. I just when you say followed his lead, all he did was just have an opposition on what actually occurred. I don't like
He
it.
told them to walk to the Capitol. He
Mm,
told them
He
to
did.
march to the Capitol.
He did.
He
okay.
gave a big speech on his being disgruntled and how the election was stolen, and we need to walk to the Capitol, and I'm going to walk with you. Those were his words.
Mhm.
And
He could
also to
not
put
accept. I'm sorry, go ahead.
also to put him into perspective, he said that if he would become president, he would pardon everybody. He said it.
Facts.
Mm, mhm.
Facts.
Okay.
Now, it may have started out as a protest, so to speak, but it eventually did. A riot was incited.
it
people
devolved.
stormed the Capitol
Mm-hmm.
and they went looking for the vice president because he wanted to hang him.
So now, what does January 6th have to do with this particular situation?
Because the
Those same type of
mindset,
insurrectionists, those same type
yes,
of people who listened to him and went ahead and they stormed the Capitol in attempts to take over the government and to disassemble the Constitution are those same type of people that he has now put out a call to back him in his personal Gestapo, which is ICE, to
yes.
rip and ravage the streets and without at all having any type of consequences in doing so.
And
He
also,
just said that that woman was killed and it was her fault and that person was going to be immune.
yeah,
Without an investigation mentioned at
nothing,
all.
nothing.
No, that
Also, Sammy, to also put things in perspective, did you know that America has contracts with other third world countries and has secret concentration camps all over the world? He was caught on a hot mic saying, "Ooh, I need about five more to for my homegrown, i.e., U.S. citizens."
He said that?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
Wow.
is the most incompetent person known to man. He can't,
So,
he has
can
hot
you
mics
imagine?
everywhere. He accidentally sends text messages. He cannot keep shit.
The man wants to send American citizens that have opposing opinions to places like CCOT.
Yes. So he doesn't even he exactly. He doesn't even want us to have freedom of speech. If we go against him, we are now considered tyrants. What did
Enemies
he
of the
say?
state.
Enemies.
Enemies
Enemy
of the
of the
state.
state. Enemies
Domestic
of the state.
terrorists.
Yes, domestic terrorists. If we do not have the same thought process as
Opinion.
him, if
Mhm.
Which
we
is
don't agree
why
with him, we are
social
enemy of the
media,
state. That's
which is why
facts.
social media is
This is also
censored.
fact.
Which
This is
is why
also
social
fact.
media is censored.
Huh?
Which is why
Yes, because
social
of your
media is censored.
president. That yes, because of him. He wants
Well,
social media to be censored. He
well,
doesn't want
Yeah.
anybody to go against us.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the entire government feels that way. I believe
I don't think so. I don't think
they don't
No.
so.
want us going against them and their agendas in general.
I have to disagree.
What do
Okay.
you mean? What do you mean by that, Sammy?
I mean, we even saw it. Trump wasn't even in office at the time, but even the way they censored conversations about what was it, C-16? I'm trying not to say that, but COVID had a major and
That was Trump, Sammy.
he was in office. It was a
That
mixture
was
of
Trump,
both
Sammy.
parties. Both
Yeah.
parties were in office at that time.
No, no, no.
He had already put the executive order in, and Biden had to follow it. That was
Yeah.
absolutely
Okay,
Trump.
but
Sorry.
they still were, both parties were in office.
First of all, Sammy, Biden is Republican light. Okay, Biden. A lot of the stuff that Trump was doing, he didn't change any of it. Immigration wise, he did not. And I'm not an Obama apologist. Um, we this isn't. We have Trump, authoritarian fascist. As
Obama was a corporatist.
yeah, well, he wants a corporate. Like it's all about the oligarchy. He's paying Elon Musk and Robert Tillerson, all those. He's paying all of them back because they paid millions into his campaign. I mean, I was not what I'm not saying that Trump is the only one that is doing effed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Biden did it. Obama did it. When Obama did pretty much did regime change with Saudi with Saudi with Afghanistan with Osama bin Laden, I didn't like that shit either. So I'm what I'm saying is our this is a failure upon government upon Democrats and Republicans over a span of years.
Thank
Let's
you.
say over a span of years. This is why our systems are failing. We have three branches of government to do checks and balances.
Mm-hmm.
Over a couple of years, over the couple of years, and very strategic planning by Mitch McConnell, a lot of the powers were delegated to the executive branch. The only thing that's kind of holding up is state law, and which he's interfering in. Because there is separation. Well, there's a federal government and there's state government for a reason.
I agree, Ruthless. I
What
agree
was
with
that?
comment. This comment on the screen.
He did. He did. He did, and that's what I just said. A lot of that power was given. A lot of that power was given up because of the Patriot Act and 9/11. A lot of people were scared into um, before because we had never been touched. So when 9/11 happened, everybody's like, yeah. We gave away all our rights, and which is now leading up into this. You know, like I consider myself an independent for a reason. Um, I vote. I vote according to platforms. I
Right.
don't, you know, like if a Republican's saying the right thing, I'm gonna vote for it.
And
If
I'm
Can
a
gonna
I
be
ask a
Democrat,
question?
yeah,
Pertain to the a comment that I seen.
yeah.
Someone keeps talking about like opening up borders and illegal immigrants. Can please someone answer to me? What are illegal immigrants doing to harm our economy?
First of
From
all,
what I
what?
wait a minute, I'm not finished,
Okay,
but
sorry.
and and because in my perspective, as long as the illegal immigrant or the immigrant is law abiding and they're not like violent or whatever, but illegal immigrants is the biggest scam because they're paying into taxes and they're not getting any assistance. So how are they actually fueling our economy, and they're fueling a labor of workforce that regular Americans are no longer willing to do. So I just don't understand the big fuss about illegal immigrants for some people in the chat.
Okay, I mean that was a very pointed question. I have one pushback on that. If we just open the borders to everybody, we're no longer a sovereign nation.
Thank you. They taking our jobs.
What
They're
No,
getting
what job
free welfare.
what jobs are they taking? What jobs are they taking? Please tell me.
I am all for like like a meritocracy, or like if a person's willing to do it, then they should. The best person qualified should do it. You know,
Because I
it
want to
does.
know what jobs they're
Mhm.
taking, because the jobs that, because of this whole initiative of about immigration and the way that Trump is doing this, you're
Mhm.
talking about jobs that people are not doing. That's why you have houses and you have farms that are not being there. You don't have any farm workers. You're having a lot of people who their businesses are going awry because they don't have those immigrants to come in and do those hard jobs that us regular Americans don't want to do. So
So
if you're gonna go and get paid
Mm,
$7 an hour to pick strawberries, go ahead, because
right.
that's open right now. So if you need a
so
job, go do
now
that because they ain't
but
nobody
but
doing it.
can I
but
interject?
think about it like this,
Mm-mm.
Conrad. We've created an underclass. We're exploiting those immigrants. We're
Now
not
I'm not
fixing any problems. We're not fixing any problems. Like if you're bringing in the cheap labor, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, just to get the things done. You know, like yeah, it hurts. It like you're
that
still
happens every day, guys. Corporate businesses in America outsource um uh They
Well,
outsource employees in different countries. That's why y'all, when you call AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, you get someone with a very thick
Those
accent.
are corporations that we're referring to. I'm referring to
American
regular
businesses,
everyday farmers.
American businesses that can hire their own people in this country that need jobs and
and
income.
no one's wanting
They
those jobs.
cannot become
You
lazy.
don't know that. You don't know that.
yeah, Tanya.
as a
Okay,
farmer,
now,
I can't get nobody on the streets to come and do anything for me. I can go get a gang of Mexicans to do it.
absolutely right. Nothing
Right,
Yeah,
wrong with
right.
for
And I
cheap
know
for
I
cheap
pay a fair
labor.
wage, but don't nobody want to do the labor.
right. Yeah,
So at the end of the day, no, this
we can
hurts
be
my
deemed
business.
as lazy, right? Our citizens can be
No,
deemed.
that's not lazy.
No,
Because
no.
if you're going to work, if you're going to school, no, I don't want to be deduced to fucking
Exactly.
picking damn tobacco and shit in the field. No, I don't want to do that. I went to school. I got a degree. I got an education. So no, I don't
Exactly.
want to be. That doesn't mean that I'm lazy. That knows I know myself
No,
and
that's
I
You
know
know
what I
your
put into
worth.
myself.
because
You
But
know
you
if
your
would
worth.
be
someone
considered overqualified. Like who would like? I wouldn't even hire
exactly,
you to
but
go.
if
So
but
that's different.
if
That's not what I mean.
but we're pushing the majority of people around here to be overqualified. We push schools, we push trades, we push all of those, which is great. But there's still a service field that needs to be fulfilled. And now regular Americans are not fulfilling them. So that's why you have people who come over here for a better life. Oh yes, work and get your citizenship. Do it the right way. I'm not saying have open borders, but these people are nonviolent and they're working. Why are you bothering them? Then they're working and they're not getting assistance. They don't get Medicaid, they don't get food stamps, and they still pay taxes. So please
Now,
tell me what the
They
problem
do.
is.
They
Yes, they pay
do.
taxes because I
Yeah,
file them. They pay
okay.
taxes.
I know. I know.
However, when we had a mass number of immigrants just crossing into the border, and our country had coach style buses at the border to ship these people in. They were separating their children from them and taking them God knows where and giving these people free assistance like food stamps
Yep.
and things that
Yeah,
Those what
in
that's the
Chicago.
different that's a different that was a
Yeah,
different
that's
thing.
that's a
That
different
our
those
that's a
those
different
were
homeless
topic.
refugees.
That's a
Those were
community
different
doesn't
refugees.
even get
that's a different
Tho-
access
issue. That's a different
our
issue.
own
I
those
say
those are
do it the right
refugees.
way.
and
Those
And
were
veterans,
refugees.
the
so, but
veterans
here's
of
the
our
thing.
country
But
can't
Those are
even
but
get the
refugees.
here's the thing.
assistance
But
that
here's the thing.
immigrants were getting
We're
that
getting
just
mad at the
came in
wrong.
over
That
here
that
on a bus.
Listen,
those were not
Hanan, we're
considered
getting
immigrants.
listen. We're getting mad at the wrong people. That is a failure upon government. We pay taxes to get services. How the legislative branch has the power of the purse. That is a failure upon government.
Well, I say if you want to come here, do it the right way.
I agree. But it's not only black people that are overstaying their welcome.
Nope.
Exactly. But you also saying do it the right way. But ICE is going in and picking up people that are doing it the right way. So
Yes,
where
they
is the
are.
resolve?
And they're doing it
That's
the
this
wrong way.
that is this administration. That has not always been the case because I'm a first generation American. Both my parents are immigrants.
Yep.
Okay, hold that
They
thought.
came.
Hold that thought. First
Yep.
generation American that came here. Y'all are doing an amazing. This is so good to me. Oh, I
Hmm.
love this. Y'all better work. Shout out to cousin and Sammy. Bye. I'm still here. I'm listening.
Okay. I'm a first generation American. My parents came here to go to school. Getting into America isn't the easiest thing to do. My
Right. It's
parents
very
ca-
difficult to
it's
get.
very and
Yeah, very
considering
difficult.
like you got my parents are from West Africa, from Nigeria. So when they came here, my dad came here to go to med school, and my mom came here to be a nurse. They needed those people, so that's why they were allowed to come into this country and get their degrees. They worked, they got their degrees, and then they got green cards to U.S. citizens. This was all because of the civil rights movement. After the civil rights, the Immigration Act. That's what of six of seven of 65 came into play. That's why you got an influx. That's why you got an influx of the Cubans. A lot of Nigerians came here. and a
A
lot
lot.
of Mexicans came here. So like immigration is that's a whole nother that's a whole nother thing because immigration
Hold on.
system. Yeah,
Your mama is a ghetto retard, bitch.
Yeah, she
Exactly.
was
Your
talking
mouth in my
crazy.
Your
chat.
greasy ass
Watch
granny.
your mouth in
Yeah.
my chat, bitch. Fuck you.
get him,
But
Sammy.
but but I find it
You need
crazy to
forget.
have this conversation about immigration and people coming over, and this is a country built on immigrants.
It is.
There is no one. This is a country built on immigrants, voluntarily or involuntarily.
Yes.
So what is the fuss? Because
The
the fuss we can have some better policies to make this thing, you know, more feasible. Yes, but this shouldn't be the crux of what's going on nowadays. We shouldn't have an agency going around scooping up people saying that they're violent and they're not. Get the real
Exactly.
criminals.
Yes, yes,
You're
I
doing it
agree.
because you're racist. That's why you're
Mhm.
doing it. You're racist. You
Boom,
see,
right
like
there.
someone
But
said earlier, your population is dwindling. This is becoming slowly a brown country, and you
Yep.
you don't know what to do.
Yep.
So this is your way of controlling your population, is getting people out of here and calling it immigration. And
That's
just
it.
because you're brown, you're now considered an immigrant because
That's
they're
it.
damn sure not picking up the Ukrainians that are around the corner.
Yep,
yeah, yeah, they are. They are. They
I
are.
they
mean,
are.
they are, I guess some of them are now, but
Oh
for
yeah.
a
I mean,
long
I'll give it
time,
to
those
Trump.
people were going.
I'll
Need
give it to Trump.
receipts when we
Everybody's getting
say
it.
things. Like,
Everybody's getting it.
shut up back his throat.
Everybody is getting it.
Hell, that motherfucker
But
married an
but
immigrant.
but
Shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
But the thing about it is, this is a one person policy. You got to like the king is crazy. This bus is not being driven by Trump. This immigration policy is being made by Stephen Miller. He's a freaking Nazi. That's what this like there are people with their own agendas that are working their thing. Trump is only is concerned about his ballroom slash bunker.
In his pockets. His,
Everything. Well,
his,
why aren't we focused on what really matters? Yeah, the Epstein files seem very salacious and everything. Immigration is a problem, but as Americans, where is all the we're getting? Oh, we're suffering inflation. Where's all the tariff money going?
Yep.
It's not.
mm,
Where is it?
To
Where is it going? This man,
Venezuela, so we can put Exxon back there.
he
Somalia.
like he just said that the oil money is not going in the U.S. Treasury. It's going in an offshore account, which will be managed by him. What is that telling y'all?
one of the
What they're
sad
doing,
parts.
this is a tactic calling flooding the zone. He inundates us with all he hits us with all types of things like, look, it's a bird, shiny thing, so he
Mm,
can do his dirt. We have to be vigilant, and we can't be afraid to advocate for our own communities. Before anything, I'm a black woman first in this country, so
mm,
I will advocate for policy that is directed towards black people. I'm an American. I was born here. My family may not be here, but I was born here. This is all I know. I'm going to vote for things that enrich the black community first and foremost. And I unapologetically say I say that because when Asian people do it, it's not a problem.
exactly.
When Mexican people do it, it's not a problem. We need to focus, and we need to focus on our interests first. Everything else is secondary, unless you've proven yourself to be a worthy ally. Remember, a lot of these immigrants These Venezuelans and Cubans, or I will vote for Donald Trump, they voted for him. They put him in. Now it's a problem. Conrad, I understand that you're a farmer. That's great.
Oh, where
But
did
what,
Conrad go?
huh?
Where did Conrad go? Did Conrad fall off the stage?
I guess, I don't know.
Oh,
But the real question you should be asking is why isn't your government, your tax dollars, being used to subsidize what you're trying to do? There's
thank
an
you.
art there is an article about black farmers not getting this
I
not
agree,
getting.
Ruthless,
What did Ruthless say?
that he bait and switched us. That
Yes.
Sorry,
he promised.
I fell down the steps. My bad, guys.
I wondered. I was like, oh no, come back. Okay, welcome back. I do agree. I can agree with that sentiment. Let's just say that again. We don't have any receipts, but yes, there were certain things that yeah, we're seeing something different for sure. I don't know what's going on with him. Um, but y'all want to get back to ICE, or are we gonna keep talking about like the
Well, can I just say this one thing? Trump is running this country into the ground the same way he ran many of his businesses when he was a business person into the ground. I'm just going to leave it right there.
His father was a thug.
A
Trump
thug and a
we have
racist.
a
He was a
racist
Trump
in
racist.
the
had
chat.
so
Yup.
many
We have a
businesses.
racist in the chat. This is a racist right here, and we appreciate your view and your engagement with my channel. Thank you so much, you racist. And you can go fuck yourself and go watch CNN instead of Bison Beyond TV. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. And take your daddy with you.
And your mama. And you
And,
all can go
and
fuck
your granny.
because we know.
Y'all are crazy.
Can I read something to you real quick? I just pulled something up just very briefly. Donald
Okay.
Trump has had several business ventures that failed, closed, or filed for bankruptcy over his career. This prior to becoming president, often characterized by high profile launches followed by heavy debt or poor sales. Key examples include failed airlines, casinos, educational institutions, and various branded consumer products. Now, we put a person like this into office to be the president. He had no previous political uh, background prior to announcing his candidacy the first time he ran. It doesn't surprise me that he's running the country the same way. He was a failure in business. He stayed rich because a lot of times he was ripping people off on the back end. He wasn't paying people. Had people working for him. Had things going on for him, and wasn't paying. This is how he runs the country now. Now I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna shut up and mute my mic.
But those are not illegal things. Like those are things available to you as an entrepreneur when you're self-employed and own your business. So
But isn't the object of the game to win, not draw or bang
well,
into
it
the
depends
ground whatever you're working for? I mean, he's supposed to be helping the country, and he's running it into the ground just like he did his damn businesses that he had prior to becoming president.
on.
I'm just making the comparison.
Yeah, exactly, Faith. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not really a like red flag. Like, a lot of businesses do, different things to help with to keep the money in the business sometimes, just
So
different.
that doesn't mean that they should run the
Don't
country.
understand bankruptcy like that because like we'll use bankruptcy as like a dig against someone that filed it, but sometimes it's actually something in their favor and beneficial depending on what the situation is, or you
But
got to know how to like
Well,
use it.
the difference between bankruptcy, I think, what she's referring to when she's talking about Trump, bankruptcy, he wasn't doing it for like his personal gain. He was doing it to get over on people. He was doing it so he could be absolved for paying debts that he owed to people
How
because
does
he's a
filing
shysting businessman.
bankruptcy get over on people?
Because he would do that when he would do certain contracts and things like that, breach the contracts, file bankruptcy, and then he would be absolved from paying those contracts. And nine
Nietzsche,
times out of ten, if you go back and look at his record, that's what he was doing. That's why he has several bankrupt businesses and ends up doing huge sales on them. Yes, it's a smart business practice when it comes to a sense, but it's not smart when it's getting over on people. 'Cause I'm not against filing for bankruptcy, not at all. But as
yeah,
a businessman, at the amount of times that he's done it, he is not doing it for a good reason. He's actually getting over at this point.
but you
And he's
can't
getting over on
if
people.
you're filing it against business credit and not your own personal credit. I think sometimes the opinions can come from a place of not really understanding.
No, I actually understand a whole lot. What you're saying is you're talking about on a personal standpoint. That man
No,
is a corporatist. He's a billionaire. It's a different.
him personally. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all, because he personally wasn't filing it. They were the businesses, the business debt, the business credit. That's what he was filing bankruptcy on. And like you said, he would end up selling the business and getting money. So, I mean, we just gotta.
Not just that, Sammy. His last term, he owed all these different states that he still has yet to pay. Okay, he owed Texas and El Paso, he owed Wisconsin, Arizona, Washington. Okay, Texas, he owed them 569,000 from a February 2019 rally for police services. He owed Wisconsin from 2016. Arizona, he owed all these people. It's over $1 million fucking dollars. He need to pay, or more than that. She need to pay these states. Okay, he's a fucking con artist. Period. I know
He
y'all.
learned from his father, so.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so I don't want us to keep going too far down another line. Let's revisit this situation with ICE. Why don't we give our final thoughts, just as a like our final opinions, I guess, on the situation, knowing what we know, what we
Wait a minute. What you mean final? You leaving? I just came.
So keep it going. Go ahead.
No. That's okay. That's okay because I gotta go too. So.
Nah, it's cool. I just don't want us to get too far off track. I do want us to kind of.
This was a good topic.
Thank you. Thank you, Boo. Yeah, this is a hot topic going on right now. My main thing, my takeaway from this is that the law enforcement organization in question, which is known as ICE, the United States Immigration, blah, blah, etc. That team, in my opinion, used excessive force when there was no weapon. There was no, major threat from the other party, and that is my stance on the situation with ICE. And that's my opinion, and that's where I just want to keep it. Like, I don't want to get too deep and too far off into like politics and the president and like all that. Like, I'm just talking about the situation at hand, actually occurred, the parties involved. Yeah.
Sammy, do you mind if I share what the BBC has posted as to what powers does ICE have to use force? Can I read that to everyone? Okay, according to the BBC, what powers does ICE have to use force? ICE's use of force actions are governed by a combination of the U.S. Constitution, U.S. law, and the Department of Homeland Security's own policy guidelines. Under the U.S. Constitution, law enforcement can only use deadly force if the person poses a serious danger to them or other people, or the person has committed a violent crime, said Chris Slogan, director of the Criminal Justice Program at Vanderbilt University Law School. But the Supreme Court has historically granted broad leniency to officers making in-the-moment decisions without the benefit of hindsight. A DHS policy memo from 2023 states that federal officers may use deadly force only when necessary, when they have a reasonable belief that the subject of such force poses an imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury to themselves or another person. That is the definition from according to the BBC.
I'm sorry, that is the definition of what again?
What powers does ICE have to use force?
The
That
BB,
according to their policies.
hold on, the British Broadcasting,
BBC posted this, yes.
who isn't an American entity, that's what they define.
This is what they
Our,
post. This is information that they have obtained and
oh yeah,
posted.
no,
Yes.
okay. I mean,
This is according to. Okay, let me give you the name of the individual that statement came from. That was according to. Let's see. I just lost it. Hold on.
see, I'm big on citing sources. Like when I was in college, I had to do research papers, cite my sources, use the correct. Like I'm into all of that. That's why I'm like, I personally don't like generalized statements and opinions without something to support it. That's all I'm saying. When we have these conversations, like that's why it can kind of get heated, or I might push back on what you're saying if I
Okay.
like there's nothing
Well,
supporting
this
that.
was not a BBC statement. This was a statement that they obtained from Chris Slowbogan, director of the Criminal Justice Program at Vanderbilt University Law School.
Okay.
But you can look this up, Sammy. Well, per their policy, they're not supposed to they're not allowed to shoot at moving vehicles.
Well, thank you so much for bringing that up, Marion. Let me pull that up now. I do have that information on deck. Give me uno momento, por favor, as I pull up that policy that you are now referring to. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I appreciate it. So this comes from the Department of Justice.gov, which is a government official website. Just so you guys understand that anything.gov is a government official website, which is what in my
I'm going to push back on that because they are um editing facts on those websites.
of course, because
Yeah.
they
So
control the
I wouldn't
narrative.
I wouldn't
Absolutely, they do. They've been updating everything that gets put out since it happened. Absolutely, I agree with you. The government controls narratives. Absolutely,
Mhm.
100%. They control the media actually as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Marion, so what you're saying is that even though they gave a command, they still can't shoot at a
that
moving
doesn't mean
vehicle?
that their website is incredible, though. And that's them
Um,
updating
I
the
mean
information.
that's because I'm big into
Sorry, sis.
research myself.
Mhm.
I use a lot of the CDC research, but since RFK has taken lead and like pretty much scrubbed all the information, I can't use that anymore.
Yeah, they
And that's a
actually,
that's a gov uni- and that's a government that's a
yeah,
governmental website.
government official website. Exactly.
So that's why I'm saying I'm going to push back just a little bit. If it's, I mean, well, just a little bit on that statement, but that is actual written policy per their website. So it's nothing statistical. It's actual policy. So I mean, that's the only reason I'm actually like I choose to accept that statement.
Okay. Now, I just wanted to say this and then I'm gonna open the floor for Tati. I'm so sorry. I
No, I'm
apologize.
good.
Sorry,
No,
Tati.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry,
No, no,
Tati.
no. I wanted to say, sh- all right, let me pull up this Department of Justice.gov. Um, this information that about the policy again this is the Department of Justice policy on use of force, Title 1 organization and functions. Let me share this tab so y'all can see. um, All right. Now, um, I mean, how what do we? Where's the specific policy about moving vehicles?
Hold on.
De-escalation.
Okay.
Officers will be trained in de-escalation tactics. They definitely did not de-escalate that situation, not at all. One ended up losing her life um, in their form of de-escalating the situation.
Move
Um,
it down some more.
yeah, sure.
Hey, Chance.
I told him you said hello. Marion said hi, baby.
Bring it down some more. Training, application of the policy. Bring it up some more. I remember reading it. They violated that one too. They delayed care to that woman. There was a doctor on site, and they weren't allowed to. He wasn't allowed to even check for a pulse. So they went against policy on that one as well. Bring it up some more. It should be on the excessive force.
And there was a doctor there.
Yeah,
Okay, go up.
yeah.
Okay.
My duty to trade in. Nope. Please go bring it up some more. It might be on the excessive force unless it was changed.
Hold on, let me see. This one is, well, this doesn't state
Right, Empress.
it was just use of force, not excessive. Let me see.
Duty to intervene. Bring it up.
Okay,
There's subsections.
right, but this is the only place on this page that addresses.
No. There's subsections with hyperlinks. So if
Oh,
you go further up.
okay. So there's one there. Use of deadly force and prohibited restraint techniques. Would that be it?
Mm-hmm.
Law enforcement and correctional officers of the Department of Justice may use deadly force only when necessary. That is, when the officer has a reasonable belief that the subject of such force poses an imminent danger of death or serious physical injury to the officer or to another person.
Okay. Go to 1.
Deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing subject. So
Boom.
that right
Boom.
there, they violated that.
Boom.
They violated that right there. I don't agree. I don't negate that at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if the car wasn't a weapon, if you look at the video, the car
But
was
they're
turning to the right.
Yes, honey. We agree 100%.
Oh no, someone said they were trying to use the car as a deadly weapon.
Okay, hold on. Let's get into it. Hold on. Now, the Auntie Mickey, do you have the video that we were showing last night where you could see clearly he got out of the way of the car? Do you have that up?
I saw that.
I
But
don't have that up, but
hey,
I can pull it up.
there's a new 3D animation. Just Google Renee Good 3D.
I mean, we have the actual, like,
I know, yeah, they play it and then they overlay it with the 3D animation so you can actually see trajectories.
Oh. Okay, well, all right.
Okay, do you want me to look for that?
Yeah, you can. We can take a look at that.
Okay, give me some time. Go ahead and keep talking.
Okay,
It's
I'm
gonna take
gonna
a minute.
pull up the one that I do have access to just so we can see one of the views
Yeah.
and break it down. Let's just do that while we're waiting for the animation. Just bear with me one moment, guys. Let me pull up. Let me see. Do. Okay, let's look at this one. Ah, Dog. Okay, my dumbass. Okay, hold on, guys. I did not save. Just here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. All right, let us get into it. Let me share this tab. Let me see what the view is looking like. Okay, y'all can see it. All right, let me bring y'all down here some. Oh shit. Oh, I wanted to see the video. Let's do this. Okay, and then let me put my camera up. All right, someone's mic is open. They're typing, so just be mindful if you say anything. You are live. All right, and let's go. Now, let me just give y'all some context as we watch this under the guise of fair use, you guys. What we're watching is the video cell phone recording of the agent that shot Miss Good as she was driving away. Okay, this is the view of the agent that actually unalived her. Okay, that shot her 3 times, one in the face and a couple on the, yeah. Let's see.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us?
That's
I
the
said, go get
wife
yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the
antagonizing.
Get out of the car.
Whoa!
So he dropped this. Oh, and did y'all hear the fucking bitch at the end? One more time.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I said, go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa!
And the wife was telling her to drive.
Yeah, but you should be listening to law enforcement, not, like, come on, guys. Like, yeah,
Sammy,
sure. Yeah.
I think I might have found this animated
I see it in the
video.
back. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna add it to the stage. Okay, one moment. Let me stop sharing. And all right.
Now, can you control that on your end, or do I need to play it?
You have control.
Okay. Okay, where's the
It
sound?
dropped out
At
his
Olive
hand.
Garden, we're all about more craveable classics
Sorry
and
about
more made
this
from scratch
ad.
sauces, which begs the question, what could possibly be
Where
next?
is?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, only at olivegarden.com.
Now that new video, as I said, it is so crucial because it was filmed by the ICE agent involved, but also
Exactly.
because in that it is providing an angle we have not seen before. And it does give a whole new perspective. It also, though, raises new questions. Kyung La is going to go through this slowly, bit by bit, out front with this special investigation to look at every piece of video, that one and all the others, to say, what is the story here? And of course, I warn you, when you put all of these together, you will have to see what happened again and again.
Out of the car.
For the first time, we are seeing the fatal Minneapolis shooting from the ICE officer's point of view, footage taken on his own cell phone. It's a critical angle of many cameras on the street that captured Renee Good's fatal encounter with ICE agent Jonathan Ross. Using surveillance footage, bystander video, and Ross's own phone, CNN synced multiple perspectives of the shooting and mapped this incident in 3D space. Taken together, they show the fullest picture yet of what happened that day. A home surveillance camera captures the moment Renee Good pulls up in a maroon-colored Honda SUV 4 minutes before the shooting. 20 seconds after she arrives, her passenger and wife, Becca, wearing a white beanie, gets out of Good's car. Good then parks the SUV perpendicular in the road. Here's how Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem described what Good did.
ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day.
Available video doesn't show any possible contact Good may have had with ICE before this confrontation. What this video does show is that for a few minutes, while she is perpendicular to the roadway, several vehicles drive by. Even large SUVs are able to drive around her as she moves back and forth on the street. And that includes this light-colored SUV. It slowly drives around Good's car from the rear.
That's Ross.
Agent Jonathan Ross is recording video from his cell phone as he crosses in front of Good's car, recording as he sees her up close. She looks calm, and you can see both of her hands as she talks to the officer.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad.
Renee Good's wife, Becca, who had been the passenger in the car, approaches. Cell phone cameras on the street start
Fair
recording.
use. Let's pause it a little bit.
Good's wife.
Let's pause it a little bit.
Okay.
We have to give
Hold on.
commentary. It's hard to keep watching it.
Yeah, just let me know when you need me to pause it.
All right, what we thinking so far? I think this is a great breakdown. It really, really is. This is an awesome breakdown. Thank you so much, Marion.
I don't like me and my husband were having this discussion the other day. The other day when it first happened. He's like, well, she shouldn't have waited. She should have complied. But that doesn't look like a woman that she's happy. I mean, she's engaging, and she's being respectful. I don't see how he would fear for his life.
Why was she blocking traffic like that?
She was pulling out of the driveway. Yeah.
Huh?
That's her neighborhood. She was pulling out, and
she stopped her car perpendicular.
Oh, okay.
But other vehicles were able to pass on both sides.
Yeah.
Right, but why would you even block and be an obstruction piece in the middle of the road, though?
Well, the same could be said for them too.
Yeah.
That sound normal to y'all?
I've seen it happen.
I think we should go back. I think what we need to do is go back to where she was dropping the wife, or the wife and the other passenger got out of the car, and then she reversed.
Okay, let me go back.
Yeah, you had it.
I mean, I think it was okay. She was stopping people from getting kidnapped.
From getting kidnapped. So where did that story come from?
She was obstructing ICE from kidnapping people, because that's what they do.
You do realize the guy was arrested in, I think, Orlando for posing as an ICE officer. That's very Googleable.
Well, that's impersonation. I mean, that's someone committing a
crime. A lot of people are for this is a real issue.
But what I'm asking is, why did she park and perpendicular and obstruct the road like that? That's what
she was obstructing ICE from kidnapping people. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with it.
No, I want to know where you're getting your source from.
Because that's what ICE does. The source is ICE. ICE is an entity. That's what I'm saying. ICE is an entity, and they go around kidnapping people. Okay. So she was stopping it.
Okay. Well, she was an observer. There are people that observe these things, these ICE situations, and record them.
We're not saying that justifies why she was unalive. Nobody's saying that.
I'm not saying that's what I'm not saying. I'm saying that's.
I'm asking about the behavior. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, and I'm just saying this. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm being facetious, but I'm not. If ICE came to my neighborhood, and my neighbor was there, I'm going to pull my car. I'm going to get shot as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going to pull my car out, and I'm going to stop them too. Because when I see them, I equate them with kidnappers. Now, murderers.
I wouldn't if I had children. I wouldn't.
If my neighbor has children,
no one knows what they would do in that split second when emotions and adrenaline and that fight or flight instinct comes in because it's very
True.
instinctual. You
Yeah.
don't know if you would flee or if you would fight. You just never know.
Right.
So we can't say I would do this because we weren't in that specific situation and it was heated as well. So I
All
think that's
right.
also
Let-
fair to say. I know if I were to guess my instinctual, I would my instinctual thing would be to like drive the f off because shoot, I live in Georgia.
Yeah,
Like,
their
shoot.
operation is going to continue. They're
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
their operation continues. That's what that means.
They could have gotten her plates and caught her later. You know what I'm saying?
They're federal agents. They're armed federal agents. So of course he's gonna have a. Yo, what's wrong with y'all?
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
No,
I mean,
this person.
I mean, because I'm saying kidnap, and I mean, and that's subjective in a lot of terms, and people are hearing it, but that is exactly
That's what they
what
do.
they're doing. That is
That's
what they're
what they
doing,
do.
They're
and you don't
very
want to hear
aggressive.
it because
They don't
it's
have a warrant.
quote unquote government agency. No one wants to hear, but the term kidnap is exactly what they're doing. It doesn't sound
They
well
don't
when you
have
hear it.
they
Government
don't have
And they
a
agencies
do it
shouldn't be
warrant.
kidnapping
aggressively.
people, but they are.
And
They
they're
don't
being
have a
very
warrant,
aggressive.
so technically it is kidnapping. They don't have a warrant. You have to have a warrant in order to go into someone's car, i.e., open the car, illegal search and
Exactly.
seizure.
Right.
The behavior
Busting
of
down
these
people's
agents.
doors,
All right,
holding
so
them gunpoint, taking them and forcing them in the cars. That's kidnapping.
Let's go back to why this woman backed up and parked her vehicle perpendicular to
ICE was in the
Available video
neighborhood.
to show any possible contact Good may have had with ICE before this confrontation. What this video does show.
Okay, pause
is
it
that
right
a few
there.
minutes
Okay,
while she is
Can you go back to that
see that.
statement there?
I
Can we
see that.
leave it on the table that they just said they do not know? So all of this saying, oh, because ICE was there, oh, because they're kidnapping people. Cite your source. Where did you see or hear that?
ICE. So what is the point of ICE being there? So if ICE is in your neighborhood, what is ICE doing?
Taking people, not kidnapping.
Exactly. That's all I gotta
Where's the
say because that's
warrant?
what
My thing is, where's the warrant?
right. ICE is there. ICE when ICE comes in, when
They
ICE
have
comes
to have
around.
a warrant, Sammy.
They were
Yes.
sanctioned there. They're allowed. They were deployed there for an operation.
So they can obstruct her driveway.
So what was the
Still
operation?
have
Right.
to have
How
a
am I being
warrant.
condescending when I'm asking for citing your source? How is that condescending?
Where's the
Who said
operation?
you was
though?
being condescending?
Where's the Somalian daycare at? Where isn't that what they were
Yeah,
supposed to do?
why weren't they there? If that was what they were doing, why weren't they there? Why were
Where's
they
the
just in a
Somali
neighborhood?
daycare?
If I
Driving
see ICE
around.
coming, Sammy, if I see ICE come in my neighborhood, in your neighborhood, me and you stayed in the same neighborhood, say, Sammy, say for instance, say for you were Nigerian. Okay, let's just say that, just hypothetically. You're Nigerian, but you're legal. But because they know you're Nigerian, they came to our neighborhood. And I know, but wait. I know my neighbor is Nigerian. You can be the idiot. Listen. You can be the idiot and think they're going to do it by law. But guess what? I know what they're going to do. So, Sammy, you know what I'm going to do? If I see them coming up, regardless of what you think, I'm going to stop them. Because I think about you first and your child first. I'm going to stop them. Because at the end of the day, I know they're going to come and kidnap you. And I don't want them to do that. Because you're my neighbor.
Yeah.
And Sammy, you also have to put into context that ICE doesn't have a really good reputation publicly through the media as we speak. There have been a lot of incursions. She's not the first person to be shot by ICE. She's not the first.
Yeah.
But she is the first white woman.
Yes, Kay, I'm very entitled, but your white face is entitled as well, huh?
I would not insert myself in police business, law enforcement.
Listen, white. I'm sorry. I gotta say this, okay? I'm sorry. I have to say it, and I'm going to say it respectfully. White women, our lived experience is very, very different from you all. There's a thing called white privilege.
Exactly.
That you guys have, and we are in a black space. So
exactly.
Please
so
respect
white women like Kay Cooper or whoever you are.
Please respect our black space.
We're all entitled, lady. You think you're entitled to shit too. You're no better than us. Thank you very much. We're all entitled. All
That's
of
why
us.
you blocked her
Your
ass
skin
sitting
color
here
has
this whole
everything to
time.
do with this, Kay. And you know what? I don't even want to
Don't
interact
engage.
with a racist
Don't
apologist,
yeah,
or you
don't
probably are even
interact.
a racist. So I'm gonna just go ahead and block you, so I don't even see
Get
your
that
stuff
bitch out of
anymore.
here.
So let's
Get
move
that
on.
bitch out of here. For
Don't
real.
even engage.
Cracker.
Okay, let's move on, y'all. Let's get back into. So I'll
Okay.
just go back like a couple of seconds to that statement that she made that they don't know why, like what happened before this. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
What
much.
this video does show is that for a few minutes, while she is perpendicular to the roadway, several vehicles drive by. Even large SUVs are able to drive around her as she moves back and forth on the street. And
Was that far back enough? Or do I need to go further back?
I think it needs to go back a little bit, but I do understand that their point of saying that is that large vehicles were able to move around
Correct.
her.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I get, so you know, I'm paying attention to all of
Because
this.
remember, ICE had blocked off both ends of the neighborhood as well.
And remember, it's icy. Like the roads aren't exactly
Icy,
tip-top.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember,
tip-top,
they couldn't get ambulances in because they were blocking the street. ICE vehicles were blocking the street. Okay, hold on.
may have had with ICE before this confrontation. What this video does show is that for a few minutes, while she
Okay,
is perpendicular
I still
to
got
the
to go back a
roadway,
little
several
further.
vehicles drive by. It doesn't show any possible contact Good may have had with ICE before this confrontation. What this video does show is that for a few minutes, while she is perpendicular to the roadway, several vehicles drive by. Even large SUVs are able to drive around her as she moves back and forth on the street. And that includes this light-colored SUV. It slowly drives around Good's car from the rear and stops. Agent Jonathan Ross is recording video from his cell phone as he crosses in front of Good's car, recording as he sees her up close. She looks calm, and you can see both of her hands as she talks to the officer.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Renee Good's wife, Becca, who had been the passenger in the car, approaches. Cell phone cameras on the street start recording as Ross walks around Good's car with Good's wife following.
I said go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Renee Good backs her car up as the agent walks around the front of the vehicle. At the same time, on the other side, two more agents approach. One tries to open the door as Good backs up. Good's vehicle starts moving. From Ross's cell phone video, you see Becca, the woman in the white beanie, trying to get into the car again. You also see Renee Good turning the steering wheel to the right. She then accelerates. Slowing this down again and matching the exact time of these two angles. This angle appears to show the vehicle moving close to the agent. But in this angle, he does not appear to be in the path of the vehicle when he fired. Seconds later, Becca Good runs to her wife, followed by the agent who fired his weapon. He briefly looks into the driver's side of the car and then walks away.
Shame!
Now, what we cannot see in Ross's cell phone video is if the SUV made contact with the agent because the camera angle jerks up to the sky. But DHS still says it supports the agency's initial position, releasing this statement saying, quote, the footage corroborates what DHS has stated.
Can you pause it, please?
Was impeding law
Let's
enforcement.
pause it here. So Empress said, why they aggressively trying to open? Now, me as a woman, seeing a federal agent armed running to my car with a bulletproof vest on, telling me to get out of my vehicle would have took precedence over anything else that anybody else was yelling. I'm sorry. All of this, multiple commands where I see you coming at my vehicle, demanding that I get out.
But someone was also telling her to move her car because remember it was perpendicular. Remember? So it could have been
let's be real. A car obstructing ISIS view or ISIS whatever they were going to do, whatever they were there for do. Her car was in the way.
and they were telling her to
That
move.
still mean that she should have been shot and gunned down the way that she was.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
And I
I
mean,
agree.
regardless of the fact, white woman, black woman, green woman, blue woman, any
Right.
person,
But
for the crime does not fit the consequence.
But
Nope.
Sammy, you also have to realize I fire firearms regularly. This man, this ICE agent, is filming on his cell phone in the right hand, and he's shooting with his right hand.
Mm-hmm. Where's
A
that in the
When
policies?
a trained target shooter, yeah, with one hand. Mm-hmm.
with one hand, and I'm saying, I train religiously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proficient in fire with rifle and fire and handhelds.
Mm-hmm.
That takes concentration, and for him to be able to still film his to get his action shot in with the left hand and shoot 3 times in the front and the
Yeah, that
side.
is me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
Yeah.
like a person that is in fear of his life to
I
pull out a
abide by
gun.
an officer coming to my car. I'm gonna listen to what they tell me to do. I'm sorry, that's just me. If I
But
get
then
Yep.
you never know what fear is going to do.
When you
Right.
get pulled over by a cop just regularly, are they pulling you up with a gun?
so she looked like she was in fear when he was walking around. She said that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
go
saying. But
ahead.
the guy,
So
you had to have a reason. He had to have a reason to pull out the gun. To pull out the gun. If he was in fear, my point is, how is he able to still film the interaction and shoot a gun? If you're in fear of your life, you're going to drop that phone and you're going to use the other hand to stabilize that gun so you can get an accurate shot. Because
That's a good point.
a headshot, even at point blank range, you have to count recoil. Is a hard thing to do because it's a smaller target versus a chest, which is more broad.
Mm-hmm.
that's a fact, you fucking idiot. He's a skilled target trainer to be able to shoot a fucking gun with one hand and a cell phone in another. You dumbass. Shut up.
Sammy, do you have that video I sent you, Trent Out Loud? Did you get a chance to watch
I
that?
have it in my messages. I can pull
My
it
thing
up.
is, even if you're in fear for your life, why would your priority still be to hold the phone?
Exactly. And that noise
Yeah,
that we
of course.
heard was the phone falling to the
She
ground,
was
not him
not a
being hit.
threat. We all agree on that. She wasn't a threat. He
Okay.
should not have shot her.
Okay.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, we all agree on that. Now, all right.
I personally don't believe that he was even grazed. I believe that noise we hear, along with the gunshots, was his phone
dropping
to the ground.
Right.
Yep.
Because if you see that other video,
and Sammy,
he was nowhere near it.
And Sammy, that man wasn't touched. Did you know that his neighbors sent pictures of him
He moved out of the way.
sent pictures of ICE escorting him to his house to move his shit out the same day, within hours of the thing.
Oh,
So he
wow.
didn't even go directly to the hospital. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
See?
There's nothing was wrong with him.
Yeah, they're painting this picture that he's all messed up, laying in a hospital bed.
No, he went.
That's what I heard.
Home.
The kidnapper murdered somebody.
Yeah, he went home to pack his shit because he knew shit was about to go down.
Yeah.
Right.
He walked over. They filmed him walking away to the car. He drove off.
Wow.
Your mama.
Yep.
This guy keeps trying to bait us into talking about white privilege. That's not the topic tonight. Thanks, Glenn. Come back another time.
Right. His white privilege thought that he could be able to bait us into doing that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
that's your entitlement to think that we have to change the subject on account of you.
Exactly. Just like a white man.
That's the exact definition of white privilege.
Absolutely,
Are
sir.
you happy?
All right, let's move along.
Yeah, let's move on. Moving
Shut your
along.
white mouth up, sir.
Okay, did
Moving
you want me to
along.
continue with the
You ain't
video?
you ain't gonna rage bait us. You can call.
He might get me too, because I'll cuss him smooth out.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care, man. You wanna know how many times people call me the N-word? I don't give a fuck.
None of us do. We don't give a fuck about that shit. Your
I don't give
mama's a nigga.
But you know what the cold part about it is?
N-word. Okay, next.
Don't they hate what they
Okay,
wish they were? Don't they
Okay,
hate what they
next.
wish they were?
Okay,
ICE wouldn't even exist if they didn't feel so threatened.
But this N-word, BITCA bitch has a PhD. So fuck you.
Yeah,
All right.
you know what? Let them cluck. Just let them cluck. They put money in your pocket. They put money in your pocket, Sammy. Just let them cluck.
Yeah, I'm not tripping, girl.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Yep. Just check your numbers when it's over and say thank you,
Yeah,
asshole.
we actually went up to like 200 in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Please make sure you're smashing that like. I should have at least 150 likes on this video, you guys.
Y'all play nice. Give her some likes. Let's get Sammy up in this algorithm. Let's open up this conversation to everybody.
Yes.
So thank you to the trolls. Thank you to the trolls.
We
you think you're hurting
appreciate
somebody
you.
and you're helping. Thank you.
You're being such a Christian.
Zoom, Smokey the Bear, Black Lives Matter.
And
sir,
ain't it a
or ma'am.
shame? You guys talk so much crap to people you wish you could be. You hate so much, but you want to be us so much. Get the fuck on up out of here.
I don't get any social assistance from the government. So speak for yourself.
You know what? I'm telling you.
You and your mama and your wife living in that.
I make too much.
Okay? You know what? This is so funny. This white fatigue is so real. I'm telling you, I am fatigued in the fact that we have created a platform for us, by us, and you still want to bring your ass over here where you're not wanted. Jeez Louise.
I bet you won't play with the sun like that.
Oh, I know, right?
You motherfuckers scared of the sun. You bitches don't play with that sun, do you?
Fucking vampire.
Mm-hmm. You the same motherfuckers that go around grabbing what you don't like.
Right.
Oh yeah, you the same
Trying to
motherfuckers at
be-
the tanning
Right.
salon.
They are so obsessed because this conversation, it doesn't even, like, we're talking amongst ourselves. Yes, it's a public platform, and yes, you can come. Why don't you just sit in the corner and just sit down and listen?
They're so mad because this conversation hasn't devolved. We are a bunch of intelligent Black people, men and women, having critical discussion. We're not living up to their expectation of being little jungle bunnies.
Mm-hmm. But they the ones coming in talking stupid though.
Yeah, go ahead, do your Christian thing.
Mm-hmm. So Sammy, would you like me to press play again?
So Danny, I actually have something up in the back. But
okay.
Yeah, y'all want to? Okay, let's ask the chat. Do y'all want to see this video again? I think this was a great breakdown of the incident.
Yeah, there's like 21
I learned a lot.
seconds left. There's 21
you see how the
seconds
animation
left.
gives you different perspectives?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Conrad, you made a good point there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's run it again, and then I'm gonna pull up another video.
Okay, so you want it all over again.
So let's just do the portion of them breaking down her pulling up, arriving, and
okay.
Let's stick to the incident itself, please.
Okay, let me see where was it?
No, go back a little more. Go
Even
back
further. Okay.
Yeah. We want to see.
Okay, there we go.
Right, Go back. Yeah. Let's get all of that.
Yeah, right there.
Yep, up, yep, up.
Okay.
Possible contact Good may have had with ICE before this confrontation. What this video does show is that for a few minutes, while she is perpendicular to the roadway, several vehicles drive by. Even large SUVs are able to drive around her as she moves back and forth on the street. And that includes this light-colored SUV. It slowly drives around Good's car from the rear and stops. Agent Jonathan Ross is recording video from his cell phone as he crosses in front of Good's car, recording as he sees her up close. She looks calm, and you can see both of her hands as she talks to the officer.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Renee Good's wife, Becca, who had been the passenger in the car, approaches. Cell phone cameras on the street start recording as Ross walks around Good's car with Good's wife following.
I said go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Renee Good backs her car up as the agent walks around the front of the vehicle. At the same time, on the other side, two more agents approach. One tries to open the door as Good backs up. Good's vehicle starts moving. From Ross's cell phone video, you see Becca, the woman in the white beanie, trying to get into the car again. You also see Renee Good turning the steering wheel to the right.
Get out of the car.
She then accelerates. Slowing this down again and matching the exact time of these two angles. This angle appears to show the vehicle moving close to the agent. But in this angle, he does not appear to be in the path of the vehicle when he fired. Seconds later, Becca Good runs to her wife, followed by the agent who fired his weapon. He briefly looks into the driver's side of the car and then walks away.
Shame!
Now, what we cannot see in Ross's cell phone video is if the SUV made contact with the agent because the camera angle jerks up to the sky. But DHS still says it supports the agency's initial position, releasing this statement saying, quote, "The footage corroborates what DHS has stated all along, that this individual was impeding law enforcement and weaponized her vehicle in an attempt to kill or cause bodily harm to federal law enforcement."
And there you have
The
it.
officer
I
was
think
in
we
fear of
should
his own
end
life,
it
the lives
there.
of his fellow officers, and acted in self-defense.
And that is their statement. What y'all want to do about it?
I don't protest for white women, so it's nothing that I can do but pray for her family.
I know.
Yeah.
It sucks. She had 3 kids.
And she put herself in danger.
How'd
I
you
mean,
put
I don't
herself in
agree that she
danger?
put herself in danger. I
Yeah,
just
how'd
don't
she do
think
that?
that.
Whatever I can to make sure I make it home at night at the end of
Yeah,
the
I mean, I just feel like I think she was
Different
standing up for
experience,
a cause,
Sammy. Different experience.
and it's unfortunate. But again, I don't protest for white women. Their own should do that, but it's wrong in any way, and it's already getting more exposure than any black person if this was to
Yeah.
happen to them. So I think
Exactly.
this
We
should
don't
be the
see this
end of
kind
I
of.
it because
mean,
she's
I mean, you're right, Conrad. I mean, like maybe this will bring some attention to it. You know, like the only way laws have changed in this country is when a couple of white people have been sacrificed. This is a fact. It happened during the
exactly, and I
civil.
mean it's very unfortunate. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
very.
Yeah.
Auntie Nikki, if you could just stop sharing so I can eventually
Sure.
share it, please. Thank you so much for.
Sorry about that.
Where
No,
was the outrage for Sonia Massey?
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you.
Where was that?
exactly.
In
That
the
was
protest
Mm-hmm. But
and for the others.
but with me, the thing about it that bothers me the most is not that she was white. It was the fact that she was a U.S. citizen,
Exactly.
and this is an immigration force. They don't even have they don't have jurisdiction over her. She's a U.S. citizen. They can't even arrest people.
Exactly. That's why we are naming them kidnappers, because they're just taking people and they don't have the jurisdiction to do any of the things that they're doing, government entity or not.
You know, these people that are coming in here talking all this shit. Here's my thing. How would you feel if this was one of your loved ones?
Yep.
I continue to ask that question. See, they got a lot of smoke right now because it doesn't really affect them.
It's not intimate.
But let this shit happen to one of their own, and they'll have a totally different story. I guarantee you this. They'll have a
Right. And
totally
I
different
think
sentiment.
Ron's whoever, it is a race thing. When it comes to it's not an experience you live. So no, it's not a race thing to you, white man, sir. It's not a race thing to you, but it's a race thing to me. I only care about my kind when it comes to things like this, and my only stance is for my kind because guess what? You only are concerned with your kind because if this was a black person, you wouldn't even be in this chat talking about it.
You
You
wouldn't
only
even.
care because it's a white woman. So
That's
let's move on.
But I do want to say that that is your opinion as an individual yourself. You do not speak for an entire group of women because my argument
Oh
since
yeah,
we
Missy.
started, since we started was the use of excessive force when the other party was not a threat. And that's all I'm sticking to. I'm not talking about anyone's race, creed, ethnicity, or any of that. I see this for what I believe it is, that law enforcement used excessive force in this situation and unalived an innocent person.
And just also, someone said I was a racist. I'm black. I can't be a racist.
Right.
The oppressed cannot be a racist.
She
Right.
can be
So,
she can't be a racist. She doesn't have the power to affect any type of financial gain or anything like that. White people do. We can be prejudiced.
Prejudice
and
or
I'm absolutely prejudiced, yes, but I cannot be a racist. It's not possible.
all
I
right,
don't
so we're gonna get
understand.
into the other video from a different view. Just one more time because Danny Lynn is arguing the fact that the man's cell phone fell out of his hand. So let's look at it one more time and then
The man's cell phone probably
It
slipped
fell
out
to
of
the
his
ground.
hand to get the headshot in.
but Danny Lynn saying that it didn't. So let's take a look.
But she was shot in the head.
Okay, I don't have the video anymore.
There's an entry wound.
Well, the thing is,
There's a
the
bullet hole in
safest.
the in the front driver windshield. So he
Well,
shot through the windshield.
notice that the cell phone footage from his hand does not show her being shot in the face. So we have yet to see the body from his body.
But they said that she got shot in the face.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
what was
you can
reported.
see it in the videos. You can clearly see he got a clear shot straight in the front. Absolutely, we can see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. She seems very calm.
She said, "I'm not mad at you."
It was
That
the
was her
wife that was
last
being
words. Let that
antagonizing.
sink in. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Those are her last words.
She also said, "Dude, it's fine."
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see where people are saying she panicked or she was afraid or
notice the car accelerated after the gunshot. She was dead.
Oh yeah, it was instant. The first shot did it.
Yeah.
But
she had her foot on the gas. That's when she ran in.
He also proceeded to shoot 2 more times after that. She was already done. So again, excessive force against someone that was not threatening or alive at that time. But let's look at, like, this woman seems calm. She doesn't seem pressed at all. Like, let's see.
That's okay. We don't change our plates.
And then you got her wife over here
Antagonizing, yeah.
talking shit.
That's freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But we're looking at the situation. We're not putting a law on it. We're talking about the characteristics, the personalities, the actions.
Every morning, just so you know, it'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come?
And she was a
Sounds like
veteran.
a protest to me. U.S. citizen, yeah, America, yeah.
And she was also a veteran, a Navy veteran. If you could hear that toward the end, what she was saying.
The wife?
Yes.
Okay, well, she's still alive.
Mr. Ron Snowin, I don't care about your thoughts or opinions. Can you please stop addressing me? I don't care about you as a white man. So
And get
if
the
that makes
fuck
you
outta
feel better,
here.
I don't care. I don't care what you used to do or could do or whatever. I don't care. This
You're
space
not
is
going to
not
control our
for you.
conversation, sir. Sorry. You're not going to control our conversation.
Fuck out of
Yourself
here.
some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa! Danny Lynn. Where's Danny Lynn? I'm calling Danny Lynn to the front. Did y'all see the phone, the cell phone? Because if he still had the phone perfectly recording when he did that, we would have seen her get shot in the face.
Yeah.
So let's run it one more time. That's him right there.
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking country. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Whoa! Why were they telling her to get out of the car?
Damn, he shot her and then called her a bitch.
Yeah.
God damn. He don't care.
Why were they?
Maybe they were going to arrest her because she was being a disruption. Maybe they were going to arrest her. You got to be out of the vehicle to do that. So, maybe they felt like she was getting in the way of whatever they were doing. She was being annoying and they were going to arrest her.
She was attempting to turn the vehicle around and leave as they were saying, get out of the car.
Well, so this was great, you guys. Do you guys have any final things? Oh, we lost Marion and Rich, it looks like. So shout out to everyone that has joined the panel today. Shout out to Rich Lomax. Thank you so much for coming through and just sharing with us the situation that you had to deal with. And thank you for joining the panel for this reaction. Shout out to Tati. Oh, we lost Tati too. Shout out to Tati, Incoming Opinion, aka Candy, Auntie Mickey, Conrad, Big Daddy Conrad, Alicia.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Marion, everybody that joined the panel, thank you guys so much. I think I've said all that I wanted to say, so I'm gonna mute and let us go around and yes.
Can I go first? Because I gotta go.
Absolutely.
Okay, all I want to say is that they both was wrong. The cop, ICE, should have shot at the tires instead of her. I think she panicked. He panicked. And what Conrad has said about if that was a friend, would I let ICE take her? And that was a good point she made. Everybody on the panel made, I'm sorry, I'm walking. Everybody in the panel made a good point. And thank you, Sammy, for having me. Have a good night.
Nice having you up here, sis.
While I go to work. Overtime.
Thank you. Period. Go get
Can I go next? Because I gotta go too. I gotta go to work too.
Absolutely. All right.
I just want to say thanks for having me, but my thought process is still the same. If kidnappers came to my neighborhood and I knew you were at jeopardy for being kidnapped, I would obstruct justice as well. And I stand on that. And to all of the racists in the chat, have a nice night. And all the non-racists, I want you to really have a nice night. And thank you guys for having me and being a great audience. Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you, Conrad. I don't know if you being
No, I'm being so serious. I have a smile on my face, I promise. Hope
Okay.
everybody has a great night.
No, I love everything you brought to the conversation, and it's okay to agree to disagree on certain things. I think we all did a great job just all voicing our opinions, our viewpoints and perspectives. This was a lot of fun. This was really, I mean, I
And
think
it's a charged conversation with many aspects and components, and it can be argued on many aspects. So I feel like,
absolutely.
I think it was great that everybody has something different to bring to it.
Someone's camera
Yeah.
tripping.
I love everybody's perspective and engagement. Thank you for that. I needed a
Absolutely.
little bit of intellectual stimulation.
Do you want to be on camera, sis, or
Who, me?
no? I put her backstage because I didn't know if she wanted to be on camera.
Well, I guess I'll go next. I appreciate everybody's input tonight, whether it was anti-ICE or pro-ICE. It doesn't. At this point, we're gonna have to wait for the courts to sort it out, if it even gets to that point. But
Yep.
I believe what I believe, and I can sleep well at night, feeling the way I believe. So
Me too.
we
Yeah.
good.
My bad. I'm sorry. I get passionate. I'm sorry. And I was feeling a little attacked at one point. I was in the hot seat all because of a vote. But I digress. Let's continue.
So
All right.
what? Who cares?
Who's next? Your mic is open.
Oh,
Thank you. All right, Alicia. I don't think Alicia got to speak since she been up here. Y'all jump in, jump in.
I just want to say thank you for having me, but I want to say this that she didn't deserve to she didn't deserve to die like this, or I'm sorry, unalive like this.
I agree.
Yes, I agree as well.
yep.
Thank you, honey. Yes, Marion.
Um, it's unfortunate that this lady had to die, a U.S. citizen. We should all be aware now that we are all on the table, and I hope everybody stays safe.
Mm,
Um, even though he's enforcement, it is my belief that people that are enforcing the laws should be held to a higher standard of care. So him pulling out the weapon and discharging his weapon um, goes against what I believe ethically. And I am for abolishing ICE because I think it's redundant. We already have custom borders and patrol.
Hello?
Yes.
Nobody's talking.
yes,
Hello?
yeah, Marion is talking.
Is she? I can't hear her.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Let me see.
But we have a lot
Did
of
you put me
things.
backstage, Sammy?
Yeah, I did
Oh,
just like
Sammy
make
girl.
you know what? Don't get up here out cutting up, sis. Don't you start.
Oh, shit.
And lastly, this is a very nuanced conversation. It has lots of sociodynamic issues that are involved. We have classism, we have racism.
Can you drop me?
Okay, honey. Love you. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Call you
Bye
later.
bye. Okay, bye.
We have political ideology. So it's a lot of things coming. It's a very complex issue. So I welcome and I appreciate everybody's different perspective. I'm done.
Thank you. So thank you for what you brought to the conversation, Marion. Very good video suggestion, and yeah, very good perspectives and things like that. Some things, we agreed on, and some things we didn't. It's all
And
good.
that's okay. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the beauty. That's the beauty of this country.
exactly.
We're allowed to do that. Not everybody has that right in other places.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We're not all going to have the same opinion because we've all lived different life experiences. We're
Mm-hmm.
all in the same country, but our experiences shape who we are. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna align on certain things, and we're not gonna align on certain things, and that's okay.
Right. And I'm so proud of us, each and every single one of us. We escalated at times. We were passionate about our opinions, but I think overall I think we handled ourselves so well. In my opinion, this was great. I loved it. I
I
did. I
agree.
know at some points it might have not seemed that way. Again, y'all, y'all gotta understand me, okay? But I
I feel
really, I,
you.
I feel so good.
We love you, Sammy, and your conservative AF ass, and that's okay.
Love
Because
you too.
I
Accept
lean
me
very
for who I
conservative on
am,
certain
please.
issues.
No, I'm just playing.
I lean conservative on other issues. I love my weapons. So hey,
That part. They better not take those away from us, child.
shoot, they can try.
I
Right.
mean, they talked about it, but they knew that shit
How
was
are they going to
stupid.
enforce that? There's no way.
They
We have
discussed.
more guns than we have people. That's a stated
Mm,
fact.
mm, wow. Who else? Who else? Candy, what you doing, girl? What you doing?
Annie be doing all the things, girl. She be.
Oh, thank you, Nevaeh. I appreciate your support, boo. Thank you for being here. Yeah, shout out to all of y'all, everybody that came through tonight. We had a popping live. Hey, hey.
Hey.
One thing your girl know how to do. Listen, I know how to produce some content now. Okay. Y'all can sleep on me if you want to. But don't be mad. All right. So yes, honey. So yeah, y'all, that's everybody, everything. We've been here for almost 4.5 hours. Y'all make sure y'all red ball it back, catch the replay, keep the conversation going in the comments. Y'all could cuss me out, call me all types of nigga bitches, whatever y'all want to do. Engage. Like the video, whatever y'all want to do. It's all good around here. Thank you guys so much. We're trying to run up a check this month and keep it going. So yes. And we will be back with more as this story continues, as more things come out. We're going to stay tuned and tapped in, but I think we need to run it back and talk about some of the other victims that have lost their lives at the hands of law enforcement. This definitely needs to continue. This is not just about ICE, but other police departments and other people in power that have taken the lives of innocent people that did not have any weapons. They were unarmed, and we got to see what we can do to try to put a stop to these things. So,
Right. And not just the taking of lives, but just uh, criminal activity among police departments that are non-violent. They're doing some pretty shady things out there
they are,
nationwide
they
that
are, and
need
we
to be called to the
That's
carpet
why it's
about.
important to
thank
vote,
you,
vote,
Rosalind.
vote, vote, vote. Because
Yes.
these people are the ones that shape these police trainings, commissioners, all these people, the
Hmm.
judges. You know, we
Absolutely.
have to. You have to take it seriously. Do your research even before you vote.
Absolutely.
Don't walk into the booth and just D or R. Inform yourself and know who and what you're voting for, and if they align with your own principles. And that's all I have to say on that.
All
Yes.
right. Well, I think it's time for me to drop down too, Sammy. So,
Well, I'm getting ready to wrap it up.
oh, okay.
If
I'll wait. I'll wait
okay.
until you're done.
Okay, well, yeah, you guys. I mean, I think we've all, shared our thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys again for coming out. I don't know, Candy must have started doing something else. I don't want to be rude, but hey, we'll be back another time, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Play my outro. I want to thank you guys so much. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out, and yeah, y'all have a great night. Most importantly, God bless you all of you with hatred in your heart, against other people for their skin color, for who they are. God bless you. God bless you, and may God soften your heart, open your eyes, and remove the ignorance from your brain. I love each and every single one of y'all. God bless. Have a great night. I hope y'all sleep well. Get some rest, because a lot of y'all are tired. And with that being said, let's go.
Sammy on the screen, got the sauce, got the glow. Plate stack high, every bite's a show. Slurping noodles, spilling tea, where the convo flow. Mukbang queen, taking it beyond what you know. Big bites, big vibes, forking the knife. From the table to the couch, she gon' bring it to life. Rihanna's hitting heavy, yeah, she keep it precise. Beyond TV, where the taste meets advice. Bites and beyond, where the flavor stays strong. Pull up a chair, we been vibing all along. Sammy got the moves and the vibe ain't wrong. Bites and beyond, it's the channel you belong. Crunch heard loud, mic hot like the fry pan. Every chew got a rhythm, she the meal plan. Sit down chats, real talk, no sly scams. Screen lit bright, Sammy cooking up a grand slam. Reactions with the flair, watch her break it down. Food or fill, she gon' wear the crown. From ramen to steak, ain't no lane she ain't found. Beyond every bite, Sammy holds it down. What's next on the plate? What's next on the feed? Sammy serving heat, yeah, that's all you need. Keep it locked, keep it fresh, she the YouTube breathe. Bites and beyond, where the flavor stays strong. Pull up a chair, we've been